Hello, hello, good evening. Welcome to our Black Belt stream. Okay, as you may have already noticed, we have chairs. Because guess what? We're doing chair stuff. Oh yeah, this is not just a Black Belt stream. This is also the Teens and Adults stream. This is stuff we do normally in our Teens and Adults class. It's a Black Belt. You get to join in on the fun for today. Now, as you see, we have chairs. I'd like you to find yourself a chair as well. Okay, one that is sturdy. And double check with your parents that you're okay to stand on it, okay? Because we'll be doing workouts with the chair. If you can't find a chair that's suitable for that, that's fine, okay? I'll show you some alternatives you can do while we're doing the chair stuff, okay? Now, before we start, we're gonna bow in, okay? Those of you at home, I want you to bow in alongside with us and say the words out loud too, okay? I'll explain to you why a little bit later, but for now, I just want you to hang in there and follow along. Chariya, Kyone. Black Belt Club student oath. Shiga, say. This is the Black Belt School. We're dedicated. We're motivated. We're on a quest to be the best. Chariya, Kyone. Yay. There we go. So we want to always do the oath, say it out loud, and those of you at home, you want to be saying AT and answering up as well, so that you keep in the habit of doing so. As well, this will help with your public speaking skills, with your confidence when it comes to verbal interactions. Normally, you're fine doing that stuff here because, you're meant to do it here. It's normal here, but it's not normal at home. Okay, the kind of formality we have is not normal at school. And you want to do that in these kind of scenarios so that it's easier for you to do it when you need to. All right, so for now, I just want you to start bouncing up and down, nice and lightly. I'm going to explain the first exercise. So the very first exercise we're going to do, get your chair ready. We're going to do something called tricep dips. Okay, so you're going to start sitting on the chair. You're going to take a nap. No, you're not. You're going to have your hands along the side of the chair, close to the edge. You're going to kick your legs out. You're going to dip down, up. That's one. You're going to keep going like this. If you're tired and you need to take a break, I don't want you to just drop down. I want you to finish your tricep dip, and then I want you to sit on the chair. Okay, I don't want you to just drop because I don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay, you can hurt yourself very easily like that. A lot of the things that we do with chairs, you need to make sure you're following properly, because if not, you risk hurting yourself. Okay, so one more time. I'm here. My legs are straight out. I dip. I'm up. Okay, and I have a seat if I need a break. All right. So we're going to do tricep dips for about a minute. Okay, so you can stop bouncing now. We're going to get started in about 10 seconds. Okay, so sit on your chair, position it, and you're not going to hit anything. Relax your arms. Okay. Once we say go, I'll show you what to do as an alternative if you don't have a chair. And go ahead. Those of you who don't have a chair, quickly, in a push-up position, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to hold it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure nothing's touching the floor. My belt is touching the floor. That's it. Not even my chin, not even my belly. My belly's big. I'm sucking that in. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. You're going to keep doing that for that full minute. Okay, notice when I'm doing my push-ups, my elbows are in tight, touching my ribs. That way I'm engaging my triceps when I'm doing the push-ups as well. Okay, so keep going. You have 20 seconds left. Okay, we're actually going to add an extra 30 seconds just so that those people who are watching the explanation get the full workout as well. Okay. There you go, keep going. And 30 seconds left, keep going. And again, if you need a break, you just have a seat. Mr. Lin needs a break, I'm very heavy. There you go. Keep going, 15 seconds left. All right. 5 seconds. And come on.
Sit.
Shake your arms out, shake your arms out. Rotate them. Okay. Now, as you're taking a break, I'm going to explain the next thing. You're going to be doing step up. So you're going to have the chair with the seat pointing towards you. You're going to take one foot, put it on the chair. Now, there's a couple different ways you could do this. First way is to just go up with the same leg and then down again. Okay? And then you switch sides. Up, down. The second way to do it is to go up, up, down, down. So like I'm taking a step up. So right, left, right, left. And then I switch sides. Right, left, left, right, left, right. The third way to do it is to go right, left, left, right. Doesn't matter how you want to do it, as long as you're going up, you're going down, and you're switching sides every single time. Now, with this exercise, make sure you are standing on the middle of the chair. Not too close to the edge, because this happens and you die. Not too close to this side, because this happens and you die. Don't go to the side, because this happens and you die. And the same thing on the other side. Right in the middle, okay, so that your weight is distributed on all four legs, and the chair is nice and stable, okay? So you're gonna go up and down non-stop for about 3 minutes, okay? Set a good steady pace. Those of you who do not have chairs, all I want you to do is you're gonna be doing lunges slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees not touching the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides, same thing. 5, 5, 5. All right, we'll be starting in 5 seconds. Ready? Get set. And go. Ooh, I felt the chair give way underneath my weight.
Oh,
Mr. Lynn's too heavy for this.
gave away?
It bent a little bit.
Oh no.
It's okay though, it came back. Okay. Now this is why I said you want to make sure your parents are okay with you standing on the chair. Okay? Because you never know. The chair might feel sturdy, but your parents, who are the ones who bought it, know if they're sturdy. And if they're not sturdy enough, your parents will say no. Okay? There we go. Keep going. And down. Alright, so however you do this, make sure you get an equal amount of training off of both legs. You don't want one leg thick, the other leg not. Okay? 30 seconds. Oh dear. Okay. Did I just say 30 seconds? I'm sorry, we were 1 minute in. There we go. Keep it up. Now, unfortunately, we can't play music in the school, but if you're at home, feel free to play some music. Makes it a lot easier. We're 1 minute 30 seconds in, by the way. Just another minute 30 left. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. It's not often you see Mr. Lin joining in with these things. Make sure you're keeping up. There we go. And 1 minute left. Okay. Hang strong. Again, don't stop. Set yourself a nice steady pace that you're comfortable with going for that full 3 minutes. Almost done. There we go. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do it this way from now. 30 seconds left, almost done. Fifteen seconds left. Keep going, keep going. Woo! If you feel yourself tripping up, don't hesitate to stop, regain your balance first. And come on! Good job, good job. Shake your legs out. Okay. Move the chairs to the side. Following this is where you're gonna do a couple of stretch kicks, nice and easy. 5 to the belt, 5 to the chest, 5 as high as you can, front leg, okay? Oh, not front leg, but front kicks, stretch kicks, okay? So following this is where you're gonna do it off of both sides. Ready? And go ahead.
1, 2, 3,
There we go.
4, 5.
And then you're gonna go 5 to the chest. You want to slowly push yourself to go as far as you can. You don't want to just shoot right for it. Your muscles might not be ready for it. Ease your way into that.
1,
okay?
2, 3, 4, 5.
There we go. Now we're going to switch sides. 5 at belt, 5 at chest, 5 at head.
Sir.
And go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excellent. Now we've gone forwards. Now we're going to go towards the sides. You're going to do 5 stretch kicks, belt level, chest level, and then as high as you can, which for me isn't very high at all. Okay, and don't worry if you can't kick that high. All right, that's why we're practicing. That's how we're stretching. Eventually, you will be able to kick that high with consistent practice and stretching. Okay, so 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right, go ahead.
Sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
There we go.
3, 4, 5.
Excellent. Don't worry if your side stretch kicks aren't as high as your front stretch kicks. You're using different muscles with different levels of flexibility. Okay, so don't worry. Just as long as you're pushing yourself enough for you to feel that stretch, then you're doing good. Chaliya, Kyungnae.
Mr. Lin, the other side.
Oh, we didn't do the other side. Bad, Mr. Lin. Go ahead, Mrs. Lin. Please do the other side.
1. We have 2 legs, I think. 3.
No, we have 4. We have 3 legs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5.
Excellent. Okay, now I know for sure that Chaliya, Kyungnae. 88. Get yourself a drink of water, okay, and then come on back. We'll continue in about 30 seconds, 40 seconds-ish. But get yourself some water, put the chair away, make sure you have a lot of space around you, and then be ready to continue this class, all right? Go ahead. All right, so you can finish up your water, and I'll still give you that time. I'm just going to explain a couple of things of what we're going to do today. So in a moment, just like last week, we're going to be working on that reverse hook kick a little bit more, trying to keep it crisp and controlled. Reverse hook kick is something that appears in most of all of your forms. I think the only exception is third degree form, in which you get a wheel kick, which is different. But similar motion, okay, and then you go behind, you swing your leg around, you slap them across the face. But I want everyone to work on hook kicks to get that control in, okay? The reason why we're not doing forms is because there's so many different forms that apply to this stream. We really wouldn't have the time to go through them. If you want to go through your form, take a look at our channel. We have a lot of forms up already, most of them for this cycle, and you can get some references from there, all right? Okay, so give yourself a little bit of space, maybe move backwards from the screen a little bit, just so you don't smack the screen and destroy your computer. But very first thing I'm gonna have you do, okay, step exercise is Aya! All right, so depending on how you do it in your form, you can either land in front, or you can land behind, or you can do both if you'd like, okay? So, reverse hook kick. right, you're going to be turning towards your back leg, which is going to be the kicking leg. You're going to raise it up in a side kick position. You're going to hook it around like you're getting yourself ready to do a round kick, which if you were spotting, you could. And then you put your foot down however you want. Okay, if you'd like to, you can use a wall to practice doing it slowly. Okay, we're just going to go right for it in the air. Okay, so just over and over again, reverse, hook, try and hold that leg up for a second, then you can put your leg down. All right, so I'm here, hook, hold, and then down. All right, I don't want you to be going hook and then slugging your leg all the way back. No, keep it controlled and tight and crisp. All right? Okay. There you go. So Mrs. Boyer is adding a step to it. This applies to the first degree form. Yes, if you'd like, you could step, spin, hook, still keep it controlled, and then put your leg back. Okay? And for any of you who are having trouble balancing, like I am today, okay, this is an excellent chance for you to practice that balance, because I do want you to hold it there for a second, practice your balance, hold that position there, okay, and then put your leg down. One of the best ways to help you with balance and technique, okay, and this is something I actually discovered from parents when I was like 11 or 12 years old. The straighter your back, the more balance you will have, and the more balanced your technique is, okay? And there's a difference between the two. There's the balance where you don't fall over, okay? Switch sides, by the way. All right, you're gonna go off of your other leg now, and hold, and then back. So like I was mentioning before, it helps with balancing so you're not falling, and it helps with balancing the technique in that the technique goes in the straight line that it's intended to, and the accuracy is improved, and you could break something with it. Okay, how I actually learned this was, yes, Ms. Boyer.
Can I show the students how not so balanced kick looks like?
Yes.
If I hunch my front upper body forward, I go this, and then I look this way, and it's really hard to balance that right kick because my upper body is pulling me down.
Yes. Think of yourself like a seesaw. Okay, if the seesaw's all bent and stuff, one side's going to be heavier than the other. All right, so back to what I was mentioning earlier. How we discovered this was actually when I was about 11 years old. I was a blue belt, and we were doing running jump side kicks and trying to break boards with them. Everyone was not breaking it. Okay, no one was breaking it. But I was consistently breaking it first try, every single time. Everyone just thought, yeah, Mr. Lim has a lot of power, yay! Back then I was tiny, okay? A parent noticed that one thing I did differently from everyone else was I kept my back straight. I wasn't that flexible. I was kicking at about this level, but because my back was straight, I was breaking every single time. And everyone fixed that, and lo and behold, everyone started breaking that board. Okay, because not just our bodies were balanced, but the technique was balanced as well, and it enabled us to do the technique properly and throw in power properly. Okay, so right now you should be on your left leg, practicing that hook. Keep your back straight. Now, you can bend at the hips, but your back needs to be straight as a board. Okay, I don't want it bent like this. Okay, you don't want it bent, you want it straight. Okay, I'm hinging myself with my hip, that's fine, but the spine needs to be straight. All right, so a couple more, just hook, keep that balance, and then back. All right, now we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Now I do want you to do it fast, but you still want to keep it tight and crisp. Okay, so you're doing what we did earlier, just without that pause and holding your leg up for that balance. Okay, so you're here, hook, leg down. Okay, I want you to imagine you're between two walls, okay, that are just narrower than so my wingspan, just a bit shorter. I still want you to be able to kick and put your leg down with that hook kick. Okay, so doing that fast. All right, we'll switch legs in a bit. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right, now we're gonna switch sides off of this leg now. So same thing, hook, keeping it in tight and compact, okay? Maintaining control over the kick. The more control you have over your hook kick, the more easier it is to follow up with that kick. Okay, we had a sparrer who went to a tournament once, and she managed to fake someone out with a hook kick, hold it there, tricking the opponent into putting your head forward, and just pop, round kick to the face. She didn't kick that hard, but that girl collapsed. Okay, she didn't kick hard. All that happened was the girl walked into the kick. Okay, so having a good control over your hook kicks can help set you up so well in a sparring scenario as well. Okay, not just good marks in your form, but for sparring too. Okay? All right, and come on. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want everyone to grab your songjabong, okay? 2 stick and a string. All right, Mrs. Blair is going to go over some of the things that will appear in your form. Now, if you don't have a songjabong, you can either use a sock, okay? You could use an old t-shirt or a towel. Now, with a t-shirt towel, it might be a bit flappy. You can dampen it a little bit, bring out all the water, give it a bit of weight. It'll be hard for you to practice 360s. It'll be impossible for you to practice 360s, but you can still go over the basic motions of everything else, and it's better than nothing. Of course, if you can't get one of these, try to get one as soon as you can. If not, there's always other options for you to make do with.
I need a sock songjabong.
Oh,
Right there.
Mrs. Laura actually has a sock songjabong.
Okay, this is what I made with 2 long socks. I would not recommend stretchy socks. It's the cotton, right? And then I put equal weight in each of the socks, and I tie them with the old shoelace string. So this will give you enough weight for you to practice. However, you might have to hold the bottom when you're doing even the triangle circle up. You can do it. You might have to hold this bottom, otherwise it'll go double together, right? Which works out.
Of course, the best option is to have the actual weapon. Okay, but these are just different ways that you can go about to make sure that you can still practice, because there's very little excuse for you to not train. Very little. Okay, and lack of equipment shouldn't be one. Right? So Mrs. Bar is going to go over the songjabong stuff.
So songjabong is our official weapon for this testing cycle. And even if you're doing osongdo and gumdo and jeonggong, I want you to be able to learn this form if you're first degree black belt and up. Okay, and this is one of the form that is not too complicated, but gives you a lot of technique, to basic technique, that so they can move on to the next level, double songjabong. If you don't have this basic technique using this basic movement, with the single songjabong, it'll be very hard to master the skills that you require for double songjabong form. So make sure you can do this, all the sequence, the movements with both hands confidently. That's your goal, and the confidence comes from practice. I was not able to do this a month ago, and without with good confidence, but now because I've been practicing and I can do this with fairly confident manner. So I even tested with this form at Spring Nationals, and I passed. I just got the result today.
Nice.
And I passed the midterm at the Nationals. So I'm very happy about that. So I want you to keep practicing, keep going for your goal, and use this time. You have so much time. So use this time to your advantage rather than just doing nothing, right? So I will do a mirror image to you. So we'll have your weapon present. Step to the right and hold it. And then high-low position. All right, let's go with the 3 triangle circle up with your front leg leading step forward. Go. All right, from here, we'll go the 360 rollover. Finish with circle up. The next one is V-strike. A lot of students are confused with this one. There's no step in the first strike. So go down without step. When you hit the other shoulder, you step with the back foot. And then when you go down again, step with the front foot. And circle up, sorry. Okay, so let's do that one more time. 1 step, 1 circle up. All right, that's what you're doing. One more time, V-strike. Okay, 1 step, 1 circle up. There you go. Make sure your guarding hand is in front of you. Next one, we have lasso. So you now start with number 1 strike. And send it to your, and then finish with circle up. All right. Next one is the most difficult thing for a lot of students to do. It's the over and under, and send it back and catch. Make sure you're not catching over here, you're catching under your arm. And then you finish with triangle, circle up. Next one is our propeller strike. You will hop to your the front leg side, so you're turning this way, okay? And then you will hit with kia. And finish with triangle, circle up. All right, and then you'll catch in front. Make sure when you're catching in front, you're not doing this from here, okay? Or going for it. You are it's a strike. You're extending, boom, hit across the face, boom, and then catch it. Go. Right, and then we'll step out with the back leg. All right, and your right hand goes under. I'm doing mirror image, okay? So turn, and then you have to turn this way, right? Am I right?
You're on the same side as before.
Okay, so let's do it again. It's mirror image. So I'm going right. Also, I have to turn the right side. Okay, so I have to catch, and you're turning the left side. I'm turning right. Okay, so turn. There you go. And then from here, X strike. All right, one more. And then finish with triangle, circle up. And this is your left hand, right? And then you'll be turning towards that. And you start all the way, right? This is your left hand. You're moving backwards with the same technique. So I want you to practice this for a little bit. If you need to work on specific technique, then go for it. Okay? So some people struggle with the 360 rollover. Some people struggle with the over and under. Okay? So over and under, Mr. Lin is struggling with over and under. The key to over and under is that you have to have that shoulder, the elbow has to shoot out. Okay? If you're trying to patch it like this, okay, unless you have a really good aim, it's not going to come to you. So make sure that you're shooting it all the way out. Your arm is all the way out. Okay, and catch. All right, go for it. Whatever you need to practice with intention to get better. All right, don't just do it out of habit. Make sure your target is in the middle. I'm going to watch that specifically. So if you want to do it, if you want to do the weapon, do it properly. Even V-strike. The triangle, circle up after V-strike, circle is in front of you, not on the side. All right, so keep practicing.
So I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes to practice. Those of you who are doing Osang-do, I'm not holding an Osang-do, I'm holding my log. So those of you doing Osang-do, I still want you to do your Song-do for a couple more minutes because you should know all this stuff, your black belts. Okay? And then in a moment, I'm gonna give you a couple of tips for your Osang-do. Okay, I won't be able to go over the entire form with you. Okay, but I'll be able to give you a couple tips on how to improve your Osang-do form. And while I'm doing that, those of you who are not doing Osang-do, you can continue practicing your Song-do form for a little bit. And you can just listen in just for some extra tips, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys another 1 minute or so just to swing your Song-do form. And then those of you doing Osang-do, you can grab your Osang-do, okay? So keep practicing for a little bit, okay? Doing those strikes, doing the sequence of techniques, those moves, that form. Okay, as black belts, you should know all of this stuff. Okay. There we go. Roughly 20 seconds left before we switch. Okay. And while we're making the switch, feel free to get a quick drink of water. Okay. So during the time that people are grabbing their swords, you can get some water. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so those of you still doing Song-do, get some water and then get right back to Song-do. Those of you switching, grab your Osang-do right now, okay, and get yourself ready. All right. While you're doing that, feel free to clear a little bit more space. You don't need a ridiculous amount of space for Osang-do. Again, I'm not going over the form. I'm just going over a couple of small changes you can do to make your form a little bit better. Okay, because keep in mind, Osang-do form, the techniques in there, it's not exactly Taekwondo techniques. Okay, we do different stuff for Osang-do. It follows a different set of rules. Okay. All right, so hopefully you guys are ready. So again, those of you doing Songjubong, keep swinging that around, keep practicing it. Okay, those of you doing Osang-do, one of the things you need to realize is with an Osang-do, when you're swinging it, your arm is basically relaxed. You're not using your arm to cut, you're using the momentum of the sword and the shape of the sword to cut. Now, I don't have one, but as you'll know, if you do have one of your own, the Osang-do is a little bit curved, and you're using that curve to cut. So as you're swinging your weapon, okay, it should be going through using momentum, not arm strength, okay? You're not trying to kind of pull through. You're kind of gliding your weapon through, okay? So, for example, in your form, so boom, 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 okay? You're not cutting with your hand. You are gliding the weapon through, okay, with relative ease. If you're constantly straining to use your arm muscles, you're gonna get tired very fast, okay? Use the weight of the weapon, okay, and the curvature of the sword to do that. The other thing I wanted to give you as a tip is that front stance. A lot of you are still doing a traditional Taekwondo front stance. An Osang-do front stance is longer and in one straight line. Okay, so my front foot is pointed forward, my back foot's pointed towards the side, and I'm in a long front stance in a straight line. My feet are in a straight line. Okay, so in your form there's boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm in a relative straight line, okay, and it's a long front stance. Not a traditional Taekwondo front stance. There will be marks taken off if you're doing Taekwondo stances, not Osang-do stances, okay? That's basically it. Those are the two big things that I noticed during last testing that could be fixed for Osang-do. For more different stuff that you can fix, individual stuff, or even just the form itself, hopefully Mr. Wu will have a video of that up pretty soon, okay? And then you'll be able to have that as a reference. Or if you'd like, you could always message us, and then Mr. Wu can reply to you with those questions, okay? All right, that's it for today. So we're going to bow out, okay? Like I mentioned earlier, you always want to follow along with us and doing things like this out loud to build that confidence and prepare you for public speaking, because guess what? As long as you're in the BC school system, you're going to be doing public speaking. So too bad you need to learn public speaking. Okay, so follow along. So, 차려! 경례! Black Belt Club Oath. 시작! Sir! This is a Black Belt school. We are dedicated. We are motivated. We want to quest the best. 아야! 차려! 경례! Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for following along. Make sure that you are back for whenever your next stream is and watching. Be sure to send photos, clips, some sort of thing to us so that we know that you participated in this stream. Practice good hygiene, social distancing, all that lovely stuff. Okay.
Also, if you're in leadership, we will be recording, might be live streaming as well, leadership member material as well. So stay tuned for that. So we'll title it as a leadership, and we'll go through some weapons tricks and all the things that we usually do, the kicks that we can use for our extreme form and creative form. And those of you who are in leadership will get the separate link for those.
Yes. Okay. And also, if you want to join us in one of the streams, speak with Mrs. Boyer, book a time, or if you just want a private lesson with no stream, one-on-one, you can do that as well. Again, speak with Mrs. Boyer and she'll be able to book that time for you. Okay? Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.